Hey guys, it's Jared from NYPost.com's PopWrap hanging out with Matt Czuchry from The Good Wife. You're going to want to learn that last name because you're going to be hearing it a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. You know what they did in Roman times to people who killed their fathers? Put them in a sack with a snake, a chicken, and a dog and threw them in a river.
I'm curious what you've thought about your character's journey this year.
He's a little bit more vindictive in the sense with Alicia and the rest of the firm, but at the same time, there's more vulnerability with him because he misses people that from his old firm because he got fired from his job. And I think that getting fired from his job is the first time he ever failed in his life. And so with that, he's become more humanized. What's been nice about this second season is he's invested at the state's attorney's office. He sees his clients in a different light. He's developed a friendship with Kalinda. As long as we continue to see these characters grow and change, and I think that's the most important part.
And as long as he makes more money than Alicia.
They also all happen to be dead.
Nice sleight of hand, Carrie.
Learn for the best.
The next episode is called Silly Season.
Right.
And it's about Alicia and Carrie sort of going toe-to-toe on a prisoner murder.
Yes, that's a piece of it.
All right, well, what can you tell us? Because here's the other thing. I hear it's a really big episode for Carrie.
In this episode, we're going to see the case from his perspective, from that, not only his perspective, but the state's attorney side. On this show, I think I'm The Good Wife. I'm finally getting to a place where I'm just starting to do some good stuff, some interesting stuff.
What? How can you be mad about that? Fat girls aren't real people.
So I have to ask, if your parents were such big supporters, have they seen I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell?
You know what's funny is that I don't know if they have.
Do you kind of not want to know if they have?
Well, that was one of those cases where I emailed my family and said, okay, guys, this is where you know that this is the separation between who I am as an actor and who I am as a person. But what's funny is that my grandparents, who are 95 years old, they went and saw it. And they called up my parents and they said, you know what, I don't know if you guys should go see this. So I don't know if my parents have seen it. My dad, my grandfather rather, says though he thinks that I took my ass after his ass. I guess that was a compliment.
We have a pair of really unfortunate last names.
In kindergarten, I couldn't even, you have to spell your name on the chalkboard, and it took me probably about 3 or 4 months before I could even spell my own name on the chalkboard. I say Czuchry and my mom says Zuckery, so I think everybody's still confused in the family is what the hell we're supposed to say. So my goal as an actor is at the end of my career people can say my last name. So, and look, I think I'm already doing pretty well because you got my name perfectly right. Wow. So as far as I'm going to say, this New York Post interview, I've made it. As an actor, I am an A-list star because you can say my name.
Hell
right.
Yes.
Right,
I'm not going to show you the phonetic spelling on my notepad. No, I'm just kidding.
You're all
Yes.
hip-hop, aren't you?
I mean, through and through.
Nice.
When people meet me, they're like, he's really
so
hip-hop.
hip-hop.